Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Soulstorm casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today I've got a 1 vs 1 on Meeting of Minds. Playing as the Imperial Guard, we have got Semen Dominator. Haha, I thought I'd say a weird one there, but no, I'm not going to. And we've also got Dorg as the Tau Empire. Tau will be opening up with a couple of stealth strip teams, jetpacks, a blooming Earthcast builder, Tau barracks, and a plasma generator. Whereas the Imperial Guard are going to go for their usual double guardsman, tech priest, engine seer, plasma generator, and infantry command. So this is back-to-back, I do believe, if you compare and contrast today's game with Thursday's game. This game will come out on a Saturday, if I'm not mistaken. And then the previous game came out on a Thursday, or maybe this comes out on a Thursday and then the other one came on a Wednesday. I don't bloody know. Do I look organised? I'm not organised at all. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. Tau and Imperial Guard, very interesting matchup in Soulstorm. After all, you've got the command squad that will come out, attempt to do stuff, but it's going to be quite difficult for them when you've got a Tau commander who's quite quite mobile, sorry. And especially on a map like this where you could jump over the ridges and the heights and stuff to keep the Imperial Guard commander away from him in melee combat. But he's not going to go... Oh, yeah, he is going to go for it, just maybe a little bit later than he could have gone for one. Command squad is going to go straight in, going to wait for a Psyker first and foremost, just to get in and give him a zap. But the Tau commander does have a zap of his own. Also got a Commissar out. Where's the Commissar gone? You're going to sell the building? Alright, fine. Away with you, Commissar. Into the dark reaches of the barracks and stuff. Got a Fire Warrior team as well. Everyone just capturing their nearest and dearest, including their fairest and farthest, if you really want to go that far. Command squad waddling over. Man with a stick. Looking to see if they can snag some blueberries. I must say, I love the colour scheme for these Tau. Black and red. Looking to get that zap in. But then cancelling at last moment, I think. When they see that Tau commander waltzing over. Heavy flame on them. And the priest now, just as the priest comes out, they'll start turning around. That increased movement speed might help them keep up the Tau commander, but does not seem like that is on the cards for them today. Got a guardsman squad over here. Ah, there we go. There's the Commissar. Hello, Commissar. How are you doing? They're going to be chasing away this Earthcast builder, which is a noble target as anything else. Definitely worth killing if it stops them from building listing posts, but the Tau commander will come over and very quickly kill everything. Breaking the morale. Also using that flamer. Tau being engaged in melee combat with the bayonets. Commissar also using his sword to chop away. And they don't seem to be doing... they're not doing any damage to him. Dear oh dear. Tau commander. Absolute beast, apparently. Not even the fearsome bayonets of the guard can scare him off. He's going to jump over. Also throwing a big blast. Almost killing that Commissar, actually. But now that the blast is gone, command squad is a little bit freer to manoeuvre around, having to run the risk of being one-shotted. But even with that off the table, there's still a lot of firepower for them to deal with. One lonely Fire Warrior on his own. Got no friends, got no fans. Health regen on that Commissar quite strong. And the Tau commander said, you know what, no point in going after these guys, I'll just keep on building more of them. May as well focus on things that can actually kill. And the Tau gonna go and try and capture this relic. No one can see him, so why not? Let's see Purse being blasted up by the command squad. But they will not get it on account of these Fire Warriors causing them some issues. But there might be some plasma generators that they can get. Plasma generators, they've got less health than your upgraded, or even your unupgraded listing post, to be honest. So if there's any structure to go for, it's the plasma generator. But they decide against it. You know, no point in losing any more souls in a frivolous manner today. Tau commander being an absolute pain in the backside. Trying to prevent this heavy bolter truck from being placed up. And that stealth team being a real pain in the backside. Can't see him until he stops capping or tries to recap something else. Oh, there we go, they can see him now. As a Psyker has spotted him. Still jump away. That still leaves the Tau commander inside the base. And these tech priest agency is their 90 blue per pop. Whether he's spent a lot on them. I mean, he's got an extra one. So that's 3 in total. Well, that would have been 3 in total if he hadn't died. Poor lad. But he died for the Emperor. Died for the Omnissiah as well, I imagine. We are going to see no tier 2 for the tower at the moment. What about tier 2 for you? There we go, tier 3. Oh, so tier 2, sorry. Can't count today, apparently. It's been a long day, but when has it not been a long day for me? What's the next call to action for the Imperial Guard? Probably Chimeras. Use the maneuverability. Get round the back lines of the Fire Warriors and do some damage with an upgraded Guardsman. I mean, if you get a tactical control, so grenade launches on them, but then again, you don't need it necessarily at the moment if you get that close range capability in there. And for the Tau, I imagine it would probably be Barracudas, a combination of Barracudas and more Fire Warriors. Maybe a Pathfinder team in there just for the additional range. Get a solid line of Fire Warriors and Barracudas to pepper the back lines and keep those Chimeras at bay. Failing that, our stealth suit teams upgrade with their fusion blasters to harry the fraying edges of Imperium space. And that way it stops the Imperial Guard from concentrating their fire in one area. We'll have to wait and see. There's lots of options. Good matchup for it, especially the tier 2. Tier 1 kind of predictable. Well, it's Fire Warriors versus Guardsmen. A little argy-bargy between the two commander squads, but other than that, quite predictable. Doom being witnessed. Guardsmen being inspired. Commander getting killed-ed. Of the Imperial variety, I mean. Yeah, that's why they need the Chimeras. Need the Chimeras to keep them safe. Get them close and proper. We are going to see some... Oh, we can see some... Where are you? Heavy weapons teams, you're around here. Been sent over to this listing post. Quite like the use of the tunneling system. Does help in the long run. Now the tower definitely not getting through this way. We've got double heavy bolters and the heavy weapons team. But in saying that, low static defense down here means probably that, yep, this place over here, completely and totally undefended. So they've got free reign to go up north and cause a ruckus. Basilisk Stepper on the way, so here's the Imperial Guard just thinking, right, well, we can't push out, so let's just build up our defences and turtle a bit. Which is not a terrible idea for the Imperial Guardsmen, as long as they make sure that these slag deposits aren't molested by the Tau. They want to make sure that the Tau don't get access to both of them, or even one if they can help it. The listing post is going to go down. Good economies are 116 and 60 compared to 130 or 154 and 50. But might go down if the... No, they're not going to stick around for much longer. I can see a Delphish troop carrier and Pathfinders. Don't know about the Delphish troop carrier. Don't know if that's the wise choice to make here. If the Imperial Guard... Well, I mean, I don't know if he knows that the Imperial Guard are turtling up. Once he sees that Basilisk, or once he hears the Basilisk, he should know that they will be turtling up. But you're not exactly going to punch through their firing line just yet, so I would say don't waste your vehicle cap on some troop transporters. And so there we go, going to go for those Barracudas. But they are 4 squad cap, or 4 vehicle cap, sorry, sir. Could have got 2 in his opening, but now he's always spent 1 on the troop carrier. Won't be able to get both of them out until he gets to that upgrade. Which might be to his detriment. Because I mean, look at all this defense on the front lines, and especially down here. You send those Barracudas around this side, make them float over here. You've got all this soft underbelly to poke at. Well, Imperial Guardsmen, they're in tier 3. They're going to go for that tactical control. They've got relatively okay economy. And more... But this is a bit garish, a bit excessive, I do have to say it. I mean, this... So, when you build... Boys and girls at home, when you're building up your defences, you want to make sure that for every defence you have, other things can also fire in its defence. Like here, like look at these. These two are able to fire whatever's firing at this listing post here. And then the Basilisk also able to do that. But the guy over here, this guy was not being supplied by anyone, not even this listing post over yonder. There we go, take that ground. Not going to be planting any crops there for a while. Further plasma generator being popped up over here, and the tower also been a little bit cheeky, popping up just a tier 1 listing post down there. But grab your economy where you can. Got the elite coming out, the Karsakins. I imagine as well we'll probably see some Urgrins. Urgrins? And I prefer Urgrins. Urgrins sounds cuter. Oh, also a Vindicator Temple. Now, what infantry are you planning to kill here? Suppose Tower Commander. That would work. Apologies for the yawn. Listing post being crumped. While the Fire Warrior teams jump out. For the priest, keeping his boys alive. And also providing the vision for the people in the further lines back.
6 minutes until take and hold victory.
Now, I do quite like this. As the towers seem to be able to also fire. Well, they've already set up the moment they come out the troop carriers, so that's actually quite useful. Also firing coming down, but those priests being a real nuisance. We've got the decap over here. Vindicator Assassin been finished. Command squad looking to get some shots in. Chaos Machine Spirit going over on that Barracuda. Doom being witnessed on the self-suit team over here. If the command squad can keep their Psycho alive, they'll still be able to see all of this stuff. Yes, they've got priests in the guardsman ranks. They've got a commissar in there as well, but do believe another Psycho will be absolutely essential in seeing the majority of the tower's stuff. Assassin now out. And I do believe it's probably focus firing on the blooming tower commander. Whether he's able to get those shots off or not, I don't know. Seems to have missed that second one. But Tower do fall back. They've got all this heavy cover that really works in their favour. Which is why I'd probably like to see some Urgrins. Urgrins with a priest. You can't go wrong with that combination. It's a match made in heaven. Or at the very least, the training barracks of the Imperium. Basilisk getting a few shots in, which is quite cool. And the priest keeping the commander safe, or at least just zoning those guys out from the main force of the Imperium while they get towards that heavy cover. Now the Imperium are in heavy cover. The tower are going to struggle a little bit more than usual against them. They still do lots of damage against them, but giving that heavy cover up is probably not what's going to save them the day.
4 minutes until taken.
Dorg bringing out some more firepower over to these guys, but the priest will make them ignore it. That ability seems to have quite a low cooldown. But just at the right time, waiting for that defense to end. Gets on the... But did you just attach a different priest? Is that what you did there? Because surely you already did that ability. That's what I remember seeing. But yeah, wonderful timing on that blue barrage. Another Chaos Machine Spirit going on the Barracuda here. Now it's a good effort. It's going to go for Monk command post, so potentially for bigger units on the way. But seems to be... I mean, it's got 10 out of 20 squad cap. So where are the rest of his forces? Is it just built up of stealth suits and Pathfinders? I mean, that's incredible, all the same. The stealth suits, right? So these stealth suits, wherever they are, they've got their fusion blasters. They're not doing anything really in this combat. May as well get them to jump over, move down onto this side where there's like less vision, and maybe get some shooty bits off on these things. There's even the Basilisk over here that they could potentially go for. They should have really noticed that Basilisk there by now. But the stealth suits kind of just occupying squad cap at the moment and not really doing much with it. One Fire Warrior team over here. Jumping in out of the Devilfish troop carrier. A big amount of missiles coming over on this side. Tech Priest said you see if you can do much to repair it, but does not look like it. XV8, Christ battlesuit. Being killed instantly. I imagine as the Vindicator Assassin's still knocking around. He is indeed, he's knocking around over there. So I probably just shot him in the face. Quick, sharpish. Got that full-scale war done, so Lehman Russes are on the plate. But Infantry Command going down. Imperial Guard now, maximum squad cap. We'll be able to get any more boys out. But to be fair, at this stage, they want to be spending more of their green money. Mars Pattern Command on the way as well. Stealth Suit Team focusing. There we go. Look at that. Stealth Suit Team doing some useful stuff. I mean, they will lose the Stealth Suit Shasvia. That's okay. As long as they can weather out the storm. Does not look at that. Sad time for them. Well, let's see possibly take it down. One Lehman Russ on the way. And some big explosives been fired out over here. Gotta feel really sorry for this heavy weapons team. Minding their own business. Before just being zapped to high heavens. We could appreciate they didn't run from it. They had all the opportunity in the world to decide, no mate, we're not doing this, but maybe they thought their sandbags would keep them alive and safe. Which is fair enough. Gonna try and build up another infantry command over on this side, but the Skyway missile gunships are gonna waltz on over. Now, can the Baneblade coming from this Mars Pattern Command save the day? Flanked by Lehman Russes, got a Chimera in there as well. The Mummy Tank and the Baby Tanks rolling in unison. Can they even get out of this place? That's the question. Lehman Russ will not be able to fit through there. I don't think we'll be able to fit through here neither. Another missile weapons team. A heavy weapons team, sorry. Oh god, be gentle. You evil bastards. Well, they got him. I mean, sacrificing themselves in the process, but they got him. And now they're going to replace him with just a brand new, fresh dude in the exact same place. Such is the way of the guard. Will I deploy somewhere where it's potentially safer? Nah. I'm no pussy. Got a Christ Battlesuit coming out again. Another Cadre headquarters. Imperial Guard gone for second headquarters? No, they haven't. But Baneblade able to squeeze out over there. And the Tau are going to run away with their tail in between their legs. Not much they could do against a flipping, whatever we call it, Baneblade. That's what you call them. A staunch line of spears and ethereals and fire warriors standing out over here, but the Basilisk is still firing away at them. Double Lehman Russes as well. Yeah, that's some quite serious firepower going on there. Current economies are 175 and 104 compared to 185 and 158. So the Tau, in theory, should have a lot more stuff on the battlefield. I mean, you're going for Cadre headquarters, which implies to me they're going to go for more plasma generators. What do you need more green money for? My dude, my homie. You've got all the green money you want. Well, I'm sure you'll find something to spend it on. Guardsmen not quite ready to come over. Got a Greater Narlock as well. Little bird T-Rex, an avian lizard of great proportion. Just gonna waltz down over, stomping his feet. You can hear the echoes of the old Dawn of War Soulstorm developers saying, hey, when you think of Tau, what do you think of? We think of technological superiority, ranged firepower, good stuff. What should their relic be? Should it be a big suit with big guns? No. Should it be a stealthy suit with incredible guns but fast maneuverability? No. It shall be the chicken dinosaur in all its glory. No tech going on over here apart from the meat belt and also some saddlebags. That's the tech you want. That's the tech you need. The Baneblade, better watch out. In all fairness, As much as I make fun of the Great Narlock, it's going to come over with its demon armor, resistant to a lot of damage, and cause some serious trouble for this Baneblade. It's already taking a fair bit of health damage from these hammerhead gunships. And you can't stun him neither. No, Curse Machine Spirit is going to stop this Great Narlock from munching down on your armor. And even with loads of people focusing on him, good lord, that Baneblade unable to retreat anywhere. He's been killed more or less straight away. Got double Devilfish Troop carriers down on this side as well, causing issues for his Kaskins. Double Lehman Russes be firing at those guys. Big, explosive blue mushroom, killing a lot of the guardsmen. Bearing in mind that you could get out of its circular expansion, but then if you get caught again, it does hit you again. So double whammy on some of those guardsmen that were backed up against the shrubbery there. Great Narlock taking a lot on the chin, allowing the tower to expand and focus down on critical targets. There's one Lehman Russ falling down. Another Lehman Russ soon to follow. Those hammerhead gunships really are the creme de la creme of the Tau roster here. Sure, the Great Narlock does a lot of damage. That main thing is to absorb the damage. But these guys just bring the pain wherever they go. Even enough to make a Baneblade scared. Another Lehman Russ has been killed. Gonna see if they can recruit some more. Baneblade now at 59%. Great Narlock, that's been taken care of. Does that mean they're gonna get another one? Where do we even research a Great Narlock from? Cruise shipping centre? They get it from somewhere. As they get more hammerhead gunships. The tower being killed. But they're falling back. Reposition themselves. Going to continue the fire. Fire warrior bodyguard down here. Keeping the tower commander safe. Not the Imperial, not doing the jobs, but that's fine. Yo, this Basilisk just getting some work done. Constantly firing. Wonderful use of the long-range scanner for the Imperial Guard here. Priest keeping these Kaskins alive as the Kroot Shapers come in. Blades Akimbo. They definitely have some of my favourite fighting animations. Look at the spins. Getting some good dance moves there. Dancing with me, that's what you call the crew. Love a good sandwich in the middle of combat, as long as that sandwich is you. It's very pretty fighting animations. It's very nice. Beyblade. Oh, so not a Beyblade. A Baneblade. Two completely separate things. It's going to come over, spot a thermal plasma generator. And there's just field commands. There's field commands and HQs everywhere. Everyone's building as much as they can for longer posterity. So commander trying to scare away the guardsmen, as well as this command squad. They've gone for a lot of psychers, and that makes sense as they tower do have a lot of vehicles. And the more machine curses you can bring down, the better. Good lord, that cooldown on the big blue mushroom is not... It's not very long, is it? But it doesn't do that much damage against the Baneblade. Gonna kind of save that for the infantry, really. Hammerhead gunship over here being zapped of all goodwill and faith. As the general comes in for another. There we got another one being shot. That allows Kaskins to move in and maybe potentially finish up. FCAS Bill's looking to repair that stuff, but not quite given the saving grace there. And the Baneblade taking on a whole squad, but two squads of XV-15 stealth teams. There's more Chaos Machine Spirits going on. What can the tower do in this situation? Well, against the massive infantry, you need some AoE, or at least something with a high DPS rate. I think for Tau personally, the AoE is probably the way to go. Against the Baneblade, they've still got their stealth suits, I think. At least they did. Used to, at the very least. Oh, another Great Narlock. Come on, get him. The problem with Great Narlock is that it's quite slow. It's got really terrible pathing. So the Baneblade actually decides to run away. It's going to struggle quite a lot. We are seeing now a whole smorgasbord of stealth suit teams out for Dorg here. Will a ninja now be able to beat a Baneblade? Yes, it can. Mighty stuff there. Big Blues on the way. Yes, I see, sir. Battle suits buy all the anti-vehicle and weapon and building stuff. They may be going for base trade. That'll be my prediction. Since it's looking a little bit desperate for the Tau player at the moment. But if you can at least distract their attention and force them to come back home, that will give the Tau a little bit more breathing room. There we go, all congregating away from the mainstay of combat. It's what you love to see. Very well, your bodyguards firing away. As one single commissar takes a whole bunch of plasma to the face. We're still alive there. Gotta let him survive really at that point. Stealth suit's coming in the middle. Why are you going in the middle? What's your target? I mean, you won't get any kills that way. Not against those guys with the weapons that you have. Yeah, Tau seem to be flagging here a little bit. They had a really good momentum going on earlier. Should have really maybe stayed in this heavy cover, maybe started building things up around it. But I suppose the Tau don't really have any defensive structures, do they? It's one weakness for the Tau. We've still got so much more vehicle and squad cap room to play with. Economy's still doing quite alright too. We just stopped building stuff for 5 minutes. I suppose that's what's keeping his economy quite low at the moment, is the reinforcement of the stealth suit teams. But not giving all fusion blasters, which is strange. Because the plan would be, with this amount, you could very easily walk to space and kill loads of things. And the moment the Imperial Guards start reacting, just jetpack away. The theory is solid. The idea is good. We've seen this stuff happening. Imperial has died somewhere. Heavy bolters and infantry commands. God, it's the spread. Not a pleasant sight. Hammerhead goes down. Greater Narlock walks forward. And Dorg is like, no mate, GG. I've had enough of this. He sees all the defensive structures. And by the time... I mean, he could play it out. He could do a lot more. But he's just seen the writing on the wall. Tau can't really go up against the Imperial Guard in the super duper late game. Not with all these structures. I do apologise. Someone in the comments said the other day, oh, why do the Tau always lose? They don't always lose. They've won on the channel several times before, but we just seem to be on a bit of a Tau losing streak. If you do have a Tau game in which they win something, please do send it in, just to alleviate the suffering of the Tau lovers in the Dawn of War, Soulstorm / modding community stuff. What was I saying? Oh yeah, if you like the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once the game a week, and there's also a Discord, where Discord things happen. My name's Mr. Landshark. Pleasure as always, never chop. I'll see you in a bit. Peace.